Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our flight. I have fixed my microphone by now. Before it just didn't work. So I want to welcome.
Checked.
Yeah, I want to welcome you to my flight today. Today we're going to be flying between Vancouver and Seattle International. Today the flight is going to be something about 40 minutes or so, and in total it's going to be about an hour. Today we're going to be flying with the FS2 crew, with the help of the FS2 crew, and also with the help of the Microsoft Flight Simulator ATC. So as you can see, I already turned on the battery. We going to turn on also the emergency lights and switch to ground power. Okay, and let's tell the first officer so we can start setting up. But you know what? Before we're going to do that, let's press on the brakes and set the parking brakes. All right, so let's start setting up.
Checked.
Let's start setting up.
Roger.
Okay. Very good then. So I'll jump onto the flight management computer, FMC, and request the fuel truck, and also select weight. So let's go ahead and load our plane. I'm gonna load the flight plan onto my iPad right now. So we can see the flight plan and exactly what we're gonna enter into the FMC. So great. So today we're flying 40 passengers. Okay, with a payload of 2,100 on each side. So we're gonna set our weights here. Very well. And the zero fuel weight will be 54.0. All right, and assuming the fuel truck will arrive very shortly, so we're gonna need 8 tons, 8 and 2,000, 8.2 tons for this flight. And here we go, we can start fueling up. Let's request from the GSX to begin the catering service by now. And also soon the first officer will go and start his gonna start his walk around. As we can hear, is now turned on the IRS, right? So we can enter our position shortly here. Here it is. So this is going to be our position. Okay. So for the origin, we're going to set our origin and the airport that we're going to be departing from, which is here in Vancouver. It's going to be Charlie, Yankee, Victor, Romeo. So Charlie, Yankee, Victor, Romeo. And as for the Seattle International, we're going to set it to Ksea. I love to fly to this airport. For departure, we're going to be departing. We are expected to be departing from runway 8 right. So let's enter that. 8 right, very good. And let's uplink our flight. There is our flight. It's going to be very short flight. from what you can see here. And the rest is gonna be lining up just in, let's see, just in 8 minutes. So very well done. Let's wait for the route to be uploaded to the FMC. Very good. So route uplink is ready. Let's load it up. Alright, good. That's activated and start enter our flight prepared. So we have 54 zero fuel rate, 40 reserve, it's gonna be 2. And for the let me just take another glance on the flight plan. Okay, for the cost index it will be 19. And as for the flight level, it's gonna be, wow, it's gonna be very low. It's generated default by the SimBrief. Usually SimBrief gets you the higher altitude. We're gonna be reaching 70,000 feet. That's gonna be our flight level, and the average wind is gonna be at 298 at 16. Okay, very good. So for departure, let's select our departure. Runway is gonna be 8 right, and as for procedures, we're gonna be flying direct to Roche. So we're not gonna select any seats here. So let's select execute. As for the flaps, we're gonna take a flaps 5 with CG2 2.5 with a trim of 4.65. This is gonna be our takeoff speeds. But you know, before we're gonna go ahead and make some mistakes, I want to go ahead and performance. We did not enter a fuel here, so let's enter a fuel here, and now we can see that the speeds were not correct. Verified takeoff speed. The FMC actually recognized that we have changed something that is crucial to our flight and removed the takeoff speed. So as you can see, it's maybe not that different, but it is important that it is going to be the correct information.
Hi, the security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Yes.
Thanks.
And as we can see, the cabin service is completed, and now we're gonna beginning to start the boarding procedure. Very good. And as for the FMC has been already set up, we are gonna be continuing over here on the MCP panel. So let's set the MCP panel. For the speed, we're gonna set it to RV2 speed, and also I'm gonna request the IFR fluid from the tower right now. So let's do that first. We already request. Sometimes it actually requests for us the. Okay, so let's see that the squawk is correct. We're squawking the right code. That's good. Going back to the FMC to see another. We're gonna enter the arrival route already right now because it's gonna be a very short flight. So we're gonna be arriving via ILS runway 16 with the Melnell arrival, Melnell 7 arrival, and it's gonna be via Roche transition. This is the final position we're gonna select it as DC gonna be assigned to us. So great. So back to the MCP panel, I'm gonna load up some charts on my iPad right now, so we can load and set the correct data for the MCP. sorry for that. I just rest my arm onto the throttle.
Air Canada 851
Okay.
pushback request accepted.
Very good. So let's load it up onto my iPad right now. Okay, so in case we're gonna be needing to return to Vancouver, we're gonna set the final course here for 83 and 83 on the other side. We're gonna set the arrival airport information in there as soon as we depart the airport here. So 83 is the for the final course if we're gonna be returning back to runway 8 right. As for the frequency, we're gonna set the runway 8 right frequency here.
Air Canada 851 request to end pushback received.
So the frequency is for the runway is 109 decimal 50.
Vancouver
And
ground,
as
Air
for
Canada
this,
851 with Yankee ready to taxi IFR.
And as for the
Air Canada 851 taxi to and hold short of runway 26 left.
Seattle International Airport, we're gonna
Not
be
bad. No issues on the walk around.
using also we're gonna be the procedure for Seattle gonna be also an ILS approach, and the ILS frequency there is gonna be 110 decimal 75. We're gonna set it on standby here. And as for the secondary radio here, we will like to set up to the local to the departing and arriving ILS. So 118 decimal 0, that's gonna be for Seattle International. And as for Vancouver, it's gonna be 124. That's about 6. Alright, so we're gonna set it up here, and then we have it available with the press of the button here. So
Vancouver Airport information.
okay, so we're gonna tune it up later on this frequency. So in just a few seconds, the IRS will be ready for us. Very good. So as you can see, the IRS is all lined up.
Slope. Pull up.
I'm gonna turn on
Wind shear.
the
Wind shear. Wind shear.
flight directors
Terrain.
on.
Terrain. Pull up. Airspeed
And
full.
I'm the auto throttle. I'm gonna also select
Sync
the
rate.
heading to the runway
Pull
heading
up.
that we're gonna be departing from,
Terrain.
which is runway
Pull
8,
up.
right? So it's gonna
Don't
be
sink. Don't sink.
83.
Too low.
And
Terrain.
another thing I wanted
Too low.
to ensure.
Too low.
So,
Flaps.
see,
Too low. Terrain.
from the plan
Wide
it's runway 8 right,
Bank
but
angle,
see,
bank
they
angle.
did change it to
Approaching
26 left, and I
Minimums. 2500.
and I needed to check that
1000.
before, so
500.
now
400.
we're gonna change all the
300.
information of the course, the heading,
200.
and also the
100.
frequency.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
26,
Wind
right?
shear. Wind shear. Wind shear.
26 left.
Too low.
All right,
Terrain.
so let's change it quickly. So 263 here. And 26 for the heading. And 26 for the secondary cross.
Pass.
And let's change also the radio frequency as well. The frequency for the runway 26 is going to be 0.7 11. Oh, sorry about that. We're now going to fix that. So 110.7. That's going
Hi,
to be for the
here's the fuel
arrival.
slip.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Airport.
Have a nice
And-
flight.
And for the arrival airport, it's gonna be 11. I can press that right here. 110.75. Very good. So all the information is now correct. Very good. We have the checks by the first officer are completed. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my checks as well. So let's check that those lights are operating as they should. Let's see that all the lights are operating as well. And for the IRS, you need to press here the test to see that all that good as well. So all the lights seem to be fine. Let's switch it off. And as we heard before, the configuration horn is functional, but let's test it for each throttle. Both are good, 2 is good, and 1 is good as well. Oxygen tested 100%, very good, awesome. Let's turn on the APU now. So we can also release the fuel truck already because we already been fueled up. So let's release the fuel truck, and as soon as the APU becomes available to us, and we're gonna switch it over to the APU. And I'll prepare my departure brief here. So for the taxi, we're gonna begin pushing back from the gate. Noise abatement is not required. This is gonna be the first flight of the day, and threats there is none. Thrust will be rated, bleeds are on. First to return, we are underweight. APU is not required, ATF is not required. The procedure will be vectors. Alright, so let's wait for the APU. Switch over to the APU power. Let's release the ground power. Ground power is released, and let's run the departure.
Are you ready for the departure brief?
Go ahead.
Okay, it's going to be a standard pushback and start off the gate. Taxi route will be assigned by ATC. It'll be a left seat takeoff using rated thrust, planning a flaps 5 takeoff. Anti-ice will be off. Above 80 knots, we will reject for fire, engine failure, loss of control, or wind shear. A crew member noticing the abnormality will clearly state the problem. I will call reject or continue. If the decision is to reject, I will close the thrust levers and disengage auto throttle, observe or apply maximum braking, raise speed brakes, apply maximum amount of reverse thrust consistent with the conditions, and bring the aircraft to a complete stop on the runway, stow the speed brake, and set the parking brake, and advise the cabin, this is the captain speaking, remain seated, remain seated. I'll then perform any necessary memory items or checklists as appropriate. If an evacuation is required, I'll initiate the evacuation checklist. In the event of an engine failure after V1, we will continue the takeoff, rotate at VR, call positive rate, gear up, and cancel the master caution. There will be no other calls below 400 feet. At 400 feet, I'll call for a roll mode, then call confirm the failure. If required, we'll perform any necessary memory items, climb at V2 to V2 plus 20 to 1,000 feet AFL or TOCA, whichever is greater. Retract the flaps on schedule. When flaps have been retracted and at or above flaps up maneuvering speed, call for level change if VNAV is not engaged. Set max continuous thrust and call for the appropriate emergency checklist. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we are okay to make an immediate return. The departure routing will be via ATC vectors. No noise abatement procedures are required. Flight directors are on, plan is master, yours is slave. Navigation radios are set, the NOTAMs and the aircraft defect log have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns? No questions. Departure brief complete.
All right, let's continue. So the pre-flight checklist will be good right now. So let's do that. Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Navigation transfer and display switches. Normal. Auto. Windows heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments.
Vancouver ground, Air Canada 901
Heading
with Yankee ready to taxi
139.
IFR.
Altimeter
Air Canada
2992.
901 taxi to
Heading
and hold short of runway
139.
26 right.
Altimeter
Via taxiway 6
2992.
Juliet, Bravo,
Parking
Juliet,
brake.
Juliet, Alpha, Papa, Mike,
So.
Mike 7, cross runway
Engine
08
start
left
levers.
Alpha. Contact tower on 119.55
I
when
don't.
ready.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist completed.
Taxiing, hold short runway 26 right. Using
It's good that we
taxiway
have those
6 Juliet,
checklists that we
Charlie,
can make
Juliet,
sure that
Bravo,
we
Juliet,
have
Juliet,
the
Alpha, Papa, Mike,
correct
Alpha,
radar
Mike,
on.
7, cross runway 08 left Alpha,
All
Air
right.
Canada 901.
Hi guys, here's the load sheet for you.
Thanks. Thanks.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we cleared to close?
Today, as you locate your assigned seats, please place your smaller items under the seat in front of you to provide more room
Yes.
for larger items in our overhead compartment.
Thanks. Let me know if you need anything.
Contact.
Vancouver ground Chase 1 Heavy with Yankee ready to taxi IFR.
Chase 1 Heavy taxi to and hold short of runway 26 left via taxiway Papa Juliet Alpha Mike Juliet Romeo Kilo Juliet Bravo Echo Delta Delta 5 Delta Whiskey Delta Delta Niner. Contact tower on 118.7 when ready.
Taxi to and hold short runway 26 left
Hello,
via
Captain.
taxiway
We are ready for
Papa Juliet
pushback.
Alpha Mike Juliet Romeo Kilo Juliet Bravo Echo Delta Delta 5 Delta Whiskey Delta Delta Niner Chase 1 Heavy.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Before start checklist.
Before start checklist. Flight deck door closed and locked. MCP.
BBJ2 heading 263, altitude 11,000.
Takeoff speeds.
Locking gear.
V1 Virotech 134, V2 145.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Rudder and aileron trim.
3 and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Anti-collision light on. Before start checklist complete.
Start sequence is 1, game 2.
Check.
It's our policy that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times while seated. Doors are clearly marked with exit signs and instructions for door operation. Each door is equipped with an escape slide. Locate the exit nearest you and nearest exit BB behind you.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Start engine number 1.
Open an oxygen mask full of
Starting engine 1.
Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and pull a mask toward you to start the flow of oxygen. Oxygen will be flowing to the mask even though the bag may not inflate. Cover your nose and mouth with the mask. Place the elastic band around your head and tighten by pulling on the
Oil
end.
pressure.
Secure your own mask before assisting others. Your seat bottom cushion may be used as a flotation device. Pull up and remove the cushion. Upon exiting the aircraft, place your arms around the cushion and hold on to the straps located on the back. This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is not permitted in the cabin or lounge line. Cabin lights will now be turned off. Safety light buttons are located above you. Thank you for your attention.
Starter cutout. Number 1 stable.
Start engine number 2.
Starting engine 2. Oil pressure.
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Alright. Okay, so we're gonna need to be taxiing via Papa Juliet.
Sorry, what address did you want to go to?
Okay, so we're gonna be going via Papa Juliet. Starter is cut out.
Starter cutout.
Papa Juliet Alpha, then over to Mike.
Number 2 stable.
Then over to Juliet. Romeo. Kilo. Then over to Kilo. Then Juliet Bravo. Then be one check. Be done with that.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Flight control check complete. Flaps 5. Flaps 5. A flight control check complete. Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators on. Probe heat on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve auto. Engine start switches continuous. Recall.
Checked.
Checked. Auto brake. RTO. Engine start levers.
Idle detained.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment
Clear.
clear. Before taxi checklist completed. Check.
Let's go. Let's try to follow the instruction as good as we can. As you can see, we have some graphics issues here.
Clear. Taxi checklist completed.
To be a backup to an update.
Check.
Vancouver ground, WestJet Tree 114 taxi to the gate. WestJet Tree 114 taxi to gate 1 via taxiway Echo Golf Charlie Juliet Charlie Hotel Victor Kilo Juliet Charlie Juliet Bravo Juliet Juliet Alpha Papa Mike Papa Sierra 6. Taxiing to gate 1 using taxiway Echo Golf Charlie Juliet Charlie Hotel Victor Kilo Juliet Charlie Juliet Bravo Juliet Juliet Alpha Papa Mike Papa Sierra 6 WestJet Tree 114.
was looking on onto the taxi shop. We're going to be needing a Delta 9. All the way down.
Vancouver ground, Air Canada 8146 request taxi to the gate. Air Canada 8146 taxi to gate 2 using taxiway Echo Bravo Juliet 6 Juliet Charlie Juliet Bravo Juliet Juliet Alpha Papa Sierra 6. Taxiing to gate 2 using taxiway Echo Bravo Juliet 6 Juliet Charlie Juliet Bravo Juliet Juliet Alpha Papa Sierra 6 Air Canada 8146.
Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5 green light. Flaps 5 green light.
Stabilizer trim.
4.8 unit.
Before takeoff checklist completed.
Vancouver Tower Chase 1 Heavy ready for departure runway 26 left IFR to Seattle.
Chase 1 Heavy altimeter 30.08 wind 084 at 8. Cleared for takeoff runway 26 left.
Cleared for takeoff runway 26 left Chase 1 Heavy.
For some reason,
Approaching. 2,
we forgot to
6,
set it on
left.
the FMC, so let's correct it very quickly.
Approaching.
Momento.
2, 6, left. Approaching.
Very good.
26 left.
I noticed that we are approaching 26 left. Well, you know, I would love to help you, but I didn't fly this aircraft at all. I just stick to the 737 by the Pmdg.
On runway 26 left.
Okay. Cabin crew, take your seats. Clear on the
The
approach.
cabin is not secure. I know that.
Cabin's still not secure.
That's all right. Okay, let's roll.
Airspeed alive. 80
All
knots.
set. 80 knots.
V118.
Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up. ...400 feet.
Chase 1 heavy contact, Vancouver departure on 132.3. Good day.
132.3 for Chase 1 heavy.
Flaps 1. Flaps 1.
Bug 1 is set.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked.
Vancouver departure Chase 1 heavy is at 2,400
set.
feet, climbing 11,000
Flaps
feet.
up.
Chase 1 heavy, Vancouver departure
Flaps up.
altimeter 30.08. Continue to
Flaps
route as
up.
planned.
Speed checked. Flaps up, set.
So let's climb fast towards our destination, towards our cruising altitude, which is not that high at all. Let's do the after takeoff checklist for now. After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds. On. Packs. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up. No lights. After takeoff checklist complete. Happy to release the cabin crew.
Okay.
Okay.
Air Canada 851, you are 500 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 2,000 feet altimeter 30.08. Chase 1 heavy contact, Vancouver Center on 125.905.
Vancouver
Good day.
Center. Alright, over to Vancouver.
Going to 125.9 Pike Chase 1 heavy. Vancouver Center Chase 1 heavy is passing 8,000 feet, climbing 11,000 feet.
Chase 1 heavy, Vancouver Center altimeter 30.08. Continue to route as planned.
Okay, approaching 10,000 feet.
Chase 1 heavy contact, Seattle Center on 125.1.
1,000 to level. 10,000.
Going to 125.1 Chase 1 heavy.
Happy to release the cabin.
Okay.
Okay.
Seattle Center Chase 1 heavy, 11,100 feet.
Chase 1 heavy, Seattle Center altimeter 30.08. Continue to route as planned. Chase 1 heavy contact, Vancouver Center on 125.905. Good day. 1507, contact Vancouver Center on
They need to release that
125.9.
behind ATC
Good day.
software.
One two five decimal niner five for chase one
But
heavy.
this ATC is horrible.
Vancouver Center chase one heavy is passing 11,800 feet, descending 11,000 feet.
Chase 1 Heavy, Vancouver Center altimeter 30.08. Continue to Roche as planned. Vancouver Center, Air Canada 1507, flight level 300.
Let's engage the autopilot,
Air
and
Canada
I'm gonna
1507,
request
Vancouver Center, continue as planned.
VNAV, LNAV, VNAV, VNAV please. Why VNAV is not engaging? Okay, never mind that. Okay, I do it the other way, it's not doesn't. Okay, so first of all, decrease altitude by 6,000.
Vancouver Center chase one heavy. Request 11,000 feet.
Chase 1 Heavy, descend and maintain 11,000 feet.
Very low. So,
Descend and maintain 11,000
let's
feet.
check
Chase one
cruise
heavy.
altitude.
Chase 1 Heavy, contact Seattle Center on 125.1.
Okay, the
Good
next
day.
thing we are gonna be doing is
125
okay,
decimal
the
one
cruise
chase one
altitude
heavy.
to 11,000 feet. Alright. Fine.
Seattle Center chase one heavy 11,100 feet.
Chase 1 Heavy, Seattle Center altimeter
There's no need
30.08.
for us to
Continue
climb
to Roche as planned.
that high. So we're gonna be approaching any minute right now, right? I know, but alright, never mind. Let's, let's request another 1,000 feet. Okay, request increase by 1,000. Right?
Seattle
So
Center chase
we're
one
gonna
heavy.
follow the correct approach.
Request 12,000 feet.
Chase 1 Heavy, climb and maintain 12,000 feet.
And let's increase our speed to 320. We're gonna push it. Reach the bubble.
Chase 1 Heavy, please acknowledge.
Climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Chase one heavy.
I'll change the pressurization power as well to 12,000. Very good. And we're going to be descending in just 6 minutes. So we have 6 minutes before the descent. Alright, for those 6 minutes we're going to be switching up our panels here to the information over the at Seattle. So set course your side 164.
164 set.
Very good. Let's switch the comms. ILS frequency is ready. Can we hear the Seattle weather or not?
Victoria Airport information, Quebec 140.
No. Victoria.
Vancouver Airport information.
Okay, so we cannot hear the frequency of the 80s over Seattle just yet. The next thing we're gonna be doing is to repair our brief. So We are going to be arriving at the gate, so let's run this
Are
bridge.
you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned star, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions. For an ILS approach, planning a flaps 30 landing. Final approach fixed altitude is 1,900 feet. Decision altitude is 200 feet. Missed approach altitude is 2,000 feet. Taxi route in will be assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
No questions.
Approach brief complete.
Okay, let's request our descent forecast. Yeah, let's load it up. Execute, very good. Okay, so we need to be descending already right now, so I'm just gonna switch to my approach chart, and we're gonna request to descend from decrease the altitude from the ATC. So let's see. We need to be below so we're gonna be decreasing by 3,000. Let's look at 3,000.
Seattle Center, Chase 1 Heavy. Request 9,000 feet.
Chase 1
Descent
Heavy descend and
checklist.
maintain 9,000 feet.
Descent checklist.
Pressurization. Landing altitude is 450 feet. Recall. Check auto brake. Level 3. Landing data.
Speed up 143,
Chase 1 Heavy
altimeter
acknowledge last transmission.
3008. Minimum 200 feet.
Descend and maintain
VREF
9,000 feet. Chase 1 Heavy.
143. Minimums
200
feet. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist completed.
Seattle Center, Air Canada 1507, flight level 300. Chase 1 Heavy climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Keep speed not above 270 knots. Air Canada 1507, Seattle Center, continue as planned.
Climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Keep speed not above 270 knots. Chase 1 Heavy.
The plane seems to be that the ATC is gonna be work fine for this flight. I hope so. Because she did request us to plan to add the Manila flight level, which is the waypoint that we are gonna be flying towards now. So not above 270 knots, which is great because we are 240. We're not going to be increasing our speed for now because we're going to be descending over 211.
Chase 1 Heavy descend and maintain 11,000 feet. Keep speed not above 250 knots.
250 knots, very good. So let's descend.
Descend and
another
maintain
1,000.
11,000 feet. Keep speed not above 250 knots. Chase 1 Heavy.
The next altitude that we're gonna be, she's gonna assign to us, it's gonna be about 10,000 and then 8,000 and so on.
Chase 1 Heavy descend and maintain 9,000 feet. Keep speed not above 230 knots.
Okay.
Descend and maintain 9,000 feet. Keep speed not above 230 knots. Chase 1 Heavy.
Let's use some speed over here.
Chase 1 Heavy contact Seattle Center on 128.5. Good day.
128.5, Chase 1 Heavy. Seattle Center, Chase 1 Heavy is passing 10,400 feet, descending 9,000 feet.
Chase 1 Heavy Seattle Center altimeter, 30.13, continue to NEHOS as planned.
Alright.
10,000.
Approach. Checklist.
Stand by.
Checklist.
Approach checklist. Altimeters
3013 set.
Chase 1 Heavy contact Seattle approach on 120.5.
3013 set.
Good day.
Again. 3013 set.
Going to 120 decimal for Chase 1
Cancel
Heavy.
checklist.
Roger.
I need to train them a bit more for my English. Check that we haven't missed any transitions so far. Right.
Seattle approach Chase 1 Heavy, 9,000 feet.
Chase 1 Heavy, Seattle approach altimeter 30.13, continue to Gracefully as planned. Chase 1 Heavy, you are 29 miles north. Descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 16 right approach via Papa Alpha Echo transition. Clear to Papa Alpha Echo.
Papa Alpha Echo.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 16 right approach via Papa Alpha Echo transition. Cleared to Papa Alpha Echo Chase 1 Heavy.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their upright position. Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed underneath the seat in front of you or an overhead bin. Please turn off all electronic devices until we are safely parked at the gate. Thank you.
It cleared us. Well, I think it's my mistake, but alright. Because we did not
Chase 1
connect
Heavy descend
anything.
and maintain 7,000 feet.
1,000 to level.
Descend and maintain 7,000 feet. Chase 1 Heavy.
Chase 1 Heavy descend and maintain 6,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Chase 1 Heavy. 1 Heavy.
Flight deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
Very good, thank you. Into the clouds we go.
Chase 1 Heavy descend and maintain 4,000 feet.
4,000 feet for Chase 1 Heavy.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet, Chase 1 Heavy.
You already can see the localizer. Okay, let's slow down some more.
Chase 1 Heavy descend and maintain 3,200 feet.
Descend and maintain 3,200 feet, Chase 1 Heavy.
Flaps 1.
Speed checked.
Chase 1 Heavy, you are 11
Flaps 1
miles
set.
north of Seattle.
Flaps 5.
Contact Seattle Tower on 119er.9er when
Flaps 5.
inbound on the approach.
Flaps 5.
Tower on
Flaps
119er.9er, Chase 1 Heavy.
Okay. I'll do that for you.
Seattle Tower, Chase 1 Heavy, 9er miles,
Gear
north
down,
inbound
flaps
ILS
speed.
runway 16 right approach.
Speed checked. Speed brake up. Gear down.
Chase 1 Heavy, Seattle Tower. Altimeter tree 0.12 wind calm cleared ILS runway 16 right approach.
Flaps 15 set. Radio altimeter alive. Cabin crew, take your seats.
Flaps 30. Flaps 30.
Check speed.
Flaps 30.
Speed checked.
Chase 1 Heavy, please acknowledge. Chase 1 Heavy, wind calm cleared to land runway 16 right.
Flaps 30 set.
Clear to land
Landing
runway 16
checklist.
right, Chase 1 Heavy.
Landing checklist.
Engine start switches.
Continuous.
Speed brake.
On.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Flaps 30 green light.
Landing checklist completed.
Final approach fix. Height checked. Missed approach altitude is set. Autopilot off.
Approaching. 16 right.
1,000 feet. Stable. 400 feet.
400. 300.
glide slow, glide slow, glide slow.
Slow.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh, that was horrible.
Speed brake up. First through's normal.
One 1,200 meters remaining.
60 knots.
900 meters remaining.
Chase 1 heavy turn, next taxiway.
Oh, I need to return back to myself because this was horrible. I can't feel it. Okay, to clean up.
Roger.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an information of our flight. Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the
Chase 1 heavy contact ground on 126.875.
safely as will be your indication. We'd like to thank you for
126.875 for Chase 1 Heavy.
Picking up crashed the aircraft, but still it was very hard landing.
Seattle Airport information. Seattle Airport information, India 1500.
Seattle ground Chase 1 Heavy request taxi to the gate.
Chase 1 heavy taxi to gate Bravo 248 using taxiway Papa cross runway tree 4 center Papa cross runway tree 4 right Papa Bravo.
Taxiing to gate Bravo 248 via taxiway Papa cross
APU
runway tree
on the
4 center
buses.
Papa cross runway tree for right Papa Bravo Chase 1 Heavy.
48, where it is.
Before takeoff checklist.
Flaps.
Cancel checklist.
Roger.
He said. What is Bravo 248.
Check.
Okay, Bravo 248. Where is that? Bravo 248.
Approaching 3-4 center. Approaching 3-4 center.
Getting better slowly.
Three minutes.
Thank you. Just a bit because I think it can. Right? Okay, now let's see. Bravo. What the hell is Bravo? You said only taxi via Papa, right? So Bravo's supposed to be somewhere.
Approaching. 3, 4, right.
Bravo. Okay, then taxi onto Bravo. Let's hold here for a moment. Let's hold here. Hold here for a moment. Then taxi via Bravo. Okay, so Bravo is on the left. And he told us to get to Bravo 248. So let's set GSX to Bravo. Okay, Bravo 248. Well, since you can find it here as well, so. Maybe Bravo 248. Yes, I want this parking space anyway. You know what? Let's do hard on ourselves and try to find it on the chart. Sorry about the lane, it was horrible, and my average is like 200 fpm, but this was like 300 something. Okay, the map, okay, Bravo. Be somewhere there, but I can't find it on the shore. Okay, let's continue talking. We're probably gonna see the GSX. To use the feature that the GSX provides for us. Lights and doors.
Check. Cabin crew disarm doors and cross-check.
slow down just a bit.
Check.
Fucking accept. Engine off. Okay, shutdown procedure. Very good. Let's request a ground power connection. Thank you very much. This is off. Shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist.
Fuel pumps off. Probe heat
Off. Hydraulic panel.
set. Flaps
Up.
parking brake.
Released.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Weather radar
Off.
Off. Shutdown checklist completed.
I wish we had a weather radar. Okay, so let's start the deboarding with the GSX here. Let's deboard. And let's secure the aircraft. Let's secure the aircraft.
check.
Secure the aircraft. Secure checklist.
Secure checklist.
IRS
Off. Emergency exit lights. Off.
window heat
Off.
packs
Off.
secure checklist complete.
All right, so that's it for our flight. Thank you very much for joining in. I'm very sorry about that hard landing. I guess I need to go back to the flying because I haven't flied for quite a while. But also I did have some stutters, and good thing those from the traffic that around us is caused by the traffic around us. I do look to disable that in the future, the traffic, and only fly with the vaccine traffic on, but I'm still looking at a way to do that. It's with the fast traffic. Well, as soon as I find those settings, I will turn it off. Anyways, thank you very much for tuning in. And let's turn our aircraft off. So flight directors, as you can see, the first officer turned it off. So what we're gonna be doing is switching the power here off and switching off the battery as well, and the aircraft goes dark. Okay, thank you again for watching. Please like and subscribe and follow me on Twitch. I will much appreciate it. Thank you. again. Hope to see you in my next streams.